All right, thank you for that motion. Do we have a second?
I'll be happy to second the motion from Supervisor Gallardo.
All right, thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? The motion passes. Thank you very much, everyone. This meeting is adjourned.
Talk about a boring topic. Elections. The successful elections we oversaw last year were free and fair elections, conducted in accordance with Arizona law, with results that accurately reflected the will of Maricopa County's voters. So for anyone still going on about widespread fraud or stolen elections, stop it.
If your lips are moving, if your lips are moving, if your lips are moving, then you lie, 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 baby.
We have a process in the rule of law. Go to court, challenge the results, show the judge, but if the court rules against you, accept the results and move on. You know,
Move on. Move on.
what? Sometimes the judge might have it wrong, but life isn't fair. It's not fair.
Move on.
I was going to accept the results and win or lose. That's how it works in our constitutional republic. And that's what we're going to keep doing.
Move on. Move on.
One thing I want to point out for people either here in the audience or watching online is that everything we do is through a public process. And in fact, our attorney that represents us is the county attorney, the county attorney's office. And as you can see here on the agenda, it literally says county attorney. All of these items beneath where it says county attorney is us acting at the direction or the advice of our county attorney. Everything we do is in public, and this includes obtaining conflict waivers.
But I'd like to, one, either make a motion to move to executive session so I can get an understanding of the basis for this procurement, which I assume will be to move forward with an appeal of the ruling of the court case last week. Or, even better, I think it might be important for me to get a briefing from staff on what we are missing from the original court case to the resolution that was provided or the judge's order that was provided, and what are we missing that would require an appeal from the board of the court's ruling.
Madam County Manager.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And not sharing executive session privilege, but for the procurement of Statecraft PLLC for the entire defense of that Superior Court case, CV 2026-006-822. Recorder Justin Heap and each of the board members were named in that case.
Okay. Are we asking to approve essentially a retainer for $250,000 for Corey and his team in order to use that as funding for an appeal of the court case that happened last week? Is that the intention?
This is a not to exceed amount of $250,000, so it is not a retainer, it is an authorization to spend up until $250,000 for the entire defense of the case.
If there's an appeal, this would be the funding mechanism to do that. And that's item number 78.
Madam Chair, Supervisor Stewart, item 78 is just possible action. 74 is specifically a procurement item for the entire defense of the case.
Okay, as it relates to, it's a funding mechanism for a possible appeal that has to go to a vote.
There is another case on related to a statutory authority of the board.
Sorry. Madam Chair, there's a separate case, as I understand it, that has been filed as it relates to the statutory authority of the board to remove elected officials. Is that what that is, kind of similar to that?
Correct.
So 78 is the separate lawsuit that we're looking to make a motion.
I am seeking action on.
74.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one you'll say.
Board members have been briefed in executive session by their respective attorneys, Mr. Stewart by his and the board by ours, to address item 78, possible action regarding case CV 2025-020-621. We will now consider item 78, and I will open the floor to a motion.
Madam Chair, I move to authorize counsel for the board majority to move Judge Blaney for a stay, and if the stay motion is denied, to appeal promptly.
Thank you. There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Madam Chair.
Mr. Stewart.
Thank you, Madam. So I represent nearly 1 million people, and we're being asked to vote on, and maybe I just need some clarification on Vice Chair Lesko's motion. We're asking to vote on an appeal of Judge Blaney's decision, but I'm curious as to what specific issues we have as it relates to that motion. And fortunately, I was able to talk with staff for a bit about some of the consternation they have about the ruling and some of the challenges that staff, both the recorder and the elections department, may have. I want to understand if that is the basis for this appeal. Can we get a presentation on that?
Mr. Stewart, we are not opening this matter to that type of public discussion. The time that we took was for the 4 board members represented by Mr. Langhofer to receive legal advice. And we made additional time so that you could meet and be briefed with your attorney and be briefed by staff. We have completed those items. We both have received legal advice. The motion on the floor is to ask Judge Blaney for a stay, and if the stay motion is denied, to appeal promptly.
Okay, Madam Chair, thank you. So is the purpose of the stay, is that to make a motion to appeal to the judge to adjust based on the so to go back to what Supervisor Galvin said earlier about being public and transparent and the things that we're doing, I think the public is asking, and that's why so many people are here, to understand the depth of this particular motion and to understand what we're trying to do with the stay. Is the purpose of the stay to get new direction from the judge on the items that the staff is concerned about? Or is it about, do we need more time? What's the purpose of the stay?
The purpose of the stay, and we received legal advice for the underpinnings of this motion. And what I would suggest to you is that the motion is what it is, and you can determine whether to participate in voting it or not. But I will point out that you have engaged your own attorney, and we affirmatively reached out to you to engage you in the conversation so you would understand. But I do not want to open this matter for further discussion. And the reason I don't is I will not allow privilege to be waived, period.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Galvin.
Since my name was invoked, I just want to make sure that Mr. Stewart does not misconstrue nor mischaracterize my remarks. Everything we're doing here is transparent and open. There is a motion, and we have had plenty of time over the past week to consult with our attorneys. As I'm aware, Mr. Stewart has an attorney paid for by the taxpayers in Maricopa County at his disposal over the past week, and we have received all of the legal advice that we have needed or the opportunity to get it to make a fully informed vote, and I am ready to vote on this motion. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Further discussion? We will proceed to a roll call vote.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Supervisor Stewart.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a comment after the vote.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll be voting no.
Supervisor Galvin.
With gratitude to Supervisors Gardo, Lesko, and Brophy McGee for their diligence and fairness, I vote aye.
Vice Chair Lesko.
Aye.
Supervisor Gallardo.
Aye.
Chair Brophy McGee.
Aye. So the motion passes 4-1.
Shame on you.
We have a process in the rule of law. Go to court, challenge the results, show the judge, but if the court rules against you, accept the results and move on. You know,
It's been a frustrating experience for over a year now. I want to say that elected officials can't operate in secret. They have to explain what they're doing, especially when they're affecting ballots and elections.
If you need to move it, if you need to move it, if you need to move it, then you lie, babe. If you need to move it, if you need to move it, if you need to move it, then you lie, babe.
so we can do all we want in terms of talking about policy, about asking state lawmakers to change the law, about asking a governor to sign this or that. Because if we're able to look inward, we have a process in the rule of law. Go to court, challenge the results, show the judge, but if the court rules against you, accept the results and move on.
Shame on you.